revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meal.
On EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense heading out, and they, of course, have made the move. They're going with a rookie, Daniel Jones, out of Duke. 6th overall pick in this year's draft. 2nd QB taken after Kyler Murray. And it's his show now, though he obviously has some awfully big shoes to fill. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
And everyone's going to be watching running back Saquon Barkley, the rookie sensation in 2018. He will draw all the attention now on offense with Odell Beckham Jr. now in Cleveland.
Now Jones to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. A first down carry for Barkley. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. A look at the Buccaneers starters now on defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Down, 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot, cut.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jones going to throw on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On fourth down, Jones. Flush to his right. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really... I'm here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Jameis Winston leading out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and week 1 did not go as Tampa Bay or Jameis had envisioned. That loss to San Francisco, Charles. Jameis Winston, he threw 3 interceptions.
And what does brand new Tampa coach Bruce Arians like to say about his quarterbacks when they're throwing the ball?
Something about a biscuit?
Yeah, no risk it, no biscuit, right?
No risk it, no biscuit.
But with Jameis Winston, they're trying to get him to eliminate the risk and just get the biscuit. In this game, that didn't happen. 2 pick sixes thrown in the opener. Although, to be fair, 2 touchdown passes to tight end Cameron Brate were called back due to penalty.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Jameis to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play action now. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A look there at the numbers for Barber from last time. 23 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready? Black 22. Black 58 right there. They gonna need some therapy after this. Let him go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw is Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Giants coming back out here to take over possession, and we talked about their Week 1 loss to Dallas earlier. Saquon Barkley in that game, that's what I wanted to ask you about. First carry, he gets 59 yards. You're like, there's Saquon Barkley. Rest of the game, only 10 carries. Was that because they were behind?
I think that was part of it, and I think that they're going to continue to look at ways to stay with the run game maybe a little bit longer, even if they are behind. You know, I saw Philadelphia-Washington. Philadelphia's down 20-7 at the half. They got back to their running game, which helped them get back into the contest and ultimately win it. So maybe they press it a little bit more. Because for the game, 11 carries, 120 yards. You want more of that from Saquon Barkley, and then you can throw it to him as well.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. 7 yards there and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Hey, I 7. 5.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the pass. Let's go. Let's snap.
Jones now going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ready. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught.
We got this.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
PAT up and good by Rosa. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now after and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Winston. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
After review of the play,
this challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big time. Their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Work to be done here on 2nd and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Evans has it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Barber on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Winston gives to Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, blue 58, the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 2nd and goal, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Winston now. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
45, Mike, 45. All day.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd and 4.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll run forward with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
We got 4. Ready? Blue lady. Yes, Mike. Wait, I got you. Let's go.
From the 41, Winston over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here we go. You ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Barber. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gay's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now Jones and the Giants down 20-14, a minute 12 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Go. 15.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Barber. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, in on the tackle again there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever.